and welcome back to Versus Live. My name is Corey Ballmeister.
I'm Ross Merriam.
All right, and we got Rob in the booth. Say what's up, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
All right, Rob will be taking all your questions, comments, concerns, burns, whatever. If you got, recipes you want to throw in there, new shoes that Rob should get, although Rob's shoes are looking quite fresh right now.
I will take all the shoe recommendations.
Yeah. And
He's got a nice pair of kicks on right now.
Yeah, I probably need the shoe recommendations the most, though. These are mine. They're dad sandals.
I wore my nice sneakers too. So.
Ooh, you're looking good, man.
I keep thinking I should set up like a shoe cam just to like cut to.
You should. You should. Why do we need this hand cam? Let's get a shoe cam here to really just point out how bad my taste is in footwear.
You can see Corey's ridiculous socks and sandals.
Yes, absolutely. I pride myself in the socks. I don't pride myself in the shoe attire.
And the sandal is really the vessel that allows you to show off the sock the best, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to wear less shoe, but I don't think it's really possible right now. I need like flip-flops, basically. Yeah, so, yeah. All right, so today we are playing the Best of One Bonanza, where we are just trying to get people ready for, myself included, ready for the Arena Open this weekend on Magic Online Arena, or Magic Arena, excuse me. It's the first time Arena is offering real money. If you do well enough, you got to do pretty well to get $2,000. But still, there's going to be people that are just sitting at home, make $2,000 on Arena for a $20 investment. That is a very high EV tournament, as we call it in the biz. And it's just going to be really fun to do. So
I'll be interested to see how many times the people who, get to the cash payouts entered on day one.
Yeah. And honestly, the day one requirements, like I'll definitely try like 3 times, I mean, I don't think it's too bad, but the day one is not that hard. Day two is really hard. Day two reminds me of like the invitational qualifiers on Arena, where you have to just spike these tournaments, go 10-1 or better or whatever. But day one, you got a lot to lose. I mean, this is just like a draft queue. You go 7-2. If you get 6-3, you're out, which, still a good record. You still got to do well, but it's best of one. You can get through this real quick. So
yeah, you can get through it quickly in best of one, especially if you're playing the deck that you're playing here in round 2.
Yeah. Before we get into that, though, I do want to say one thing. It's going to be interesting to see how many people just like heavily metagame, right? Like you might just play against round 1, just a deck with 10 counter spells in the main because they're like, I'm not losing to Jeskai Luka. And then round 2, just, hyper aggressive mono red because they're like, I'm going to get under. It's going to be, you're going to get a wide spectrum here in this tournament. So
got to play a powerful deck.
Yep. Got to play a powerful deck and a linear deck that's doing its thing, as we alluded to before. And that's exactly what I'm going to be trying to do here. I'm going to be playing Gruul beatdowns with no companion. Wah, wah, wah.
All by myself.
I don't have any friends.
Corey is.
All right. And what was your deck one to remind everyone what you got?
Start with cycling. So
cycling,
Aggro mirror again to begin. I am 0-1 with the cycling deck.
Yep.
But this time I get to be on the play. That's important. Hopefully I curve out just as well as I did in the game we played before.
Yeah. So let's do it. You are on the play because I was victorious with Mardu Knights. All right, we're doing that free mulligan thing, right?
Nope.
What? We're best of oneing.
Just take your mulligans.
You keep it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. My hand is just lands at a bunch of cycling cards, so I assume I keep.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to have, like, Recruiter or Fox, but, I mean, I think Stinger is okay. I think if you don't have Stinger, Fox, or Recruiter, you're supposed to mulligan, personally. But, because, Healer is not a good play, All right, so I'm taking my first free mulligan here. All right, I have a heinous hand, but I guess we got to keep since we're on them all. We'll put this at the bottom, and we'll hope for a good draw.
Planes go.
This hand could be good, and this hand's great. Here you go. You like that rip?
Okay. Well,
some people just have all the luck.
So
Yeah.
that's nice.
That was nice. Okay. We're going to play Goblin. And here's the question. Regardless, I'm going to get a counter. You know, if this was already a 2-2, I'd for sure make this a 3-3, but a 3-3 against a rescuer is not going to be much different. So we're still just going to make it a 3-3. I think going bigger is going to be a little better here. Yeah, it's an interesting situation.
I could trade here.
Yep.
The 1/1s are not particularly good.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced they save more damage than just blocking this Pelt Collector right now.
That's for you to know.
Yeah, I'm just going to block.
Okay, your go. I'm glad I made a 3-3 then for sure.
Not sure how well that's going to play out, but I've got a Draenith Healer pass. I also kind of like trading because I'm a Lurrus deck. You don't really have much removal.
Yeah, and I don't really have that way to rebuy and have that extra longevity like you do.
Yeah, I go 17.
So I'm going to make another counter and pass to you.
Okay, I'll cycle this, go to 18.
Okay. 18. Yeah, Healer's pretty good against Gruel, I suppose.
And I think we can just Lurrus now.
Okay.
Don't have to wait.
Nothing to bring back, at least.
No, I guess I can cast a Footfall Crater, but I don't even think I want to do that. I'd rather just cycle the
you'd
card.
rather have it be in your graveyard.
Yep. Pass the turn.
Okay. So you can gain 1 life. No,
what do we want? Stomped or something and regret every life decision I've made.
Yes, more than likely. All right, let's give you the beat downs. Got blocked?
Nope.
Cleave ya.
So I'm taking 11.
Yeah, so 8, 9, 10, 11. All right,
7.
Your turn. Ember Cleave, a card that just hasn't been able to be played in so long.
I'll go to 8.
Okay. Now you can play stuff from the graveyard here.
I'll go to 9.
Okay. Okay.
Jack, you go to 15, I go to 12.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
Okay. It's got to be a Zenith Flare.
Ross, have you missed any cycles? Apparently chat thinks you missed a couple.
So if I was on the play, if these 4 replaced each other, this got cast, so 4, 5, 10, 12.
Looks right to me.
And I was on the play. Is this turns...
Missed what?
Wait, 5, 6, 7...
Chat's saying he missed 2 cycles, drawing
9.
from 2 cycles.
Yeah, I think you're right. These replace themselves, right?
Yeah.
And this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but this is turn 5, and I was on the play, so I should have seen 11 cards.
I was not paying attention, so
Okay, I should have 2 more cards in my hand. That's good.
All right. I feel cheated, but sure.
Apparently, I've just been discarding cards from my hand for no reason.
Okay. I'll attack.
Okay. I don't know if you have pump spells, but I wanted to wait so you couldn't just re-equip the Ember Cleave, and I'm probably just dying as a result.
No, I did not have it.
So I gain 5, I go to 17, and then I take 3, go to 14.
Take 3 to 14. Yep. And then I'll play this, put a counter on it, and pass to you.
That's scary.
Oh, I get to play land.
Yep.
This does not feel like a good matchup the more I started here. Just being able to have so much incidental life gain and then Zenith Flare just aiming at creatures and you eventually take over.
Yeah.
Seems quite scary, actually.
Well, that was a good draw.
Okay.
You have 1 card in hand?
1 card, yep.
And I'm at 14.
14, yeah. Not the life total I'd want you to be at when I've been cleaving you. And I had a good draw here. I kept a hand without green, but I got very lucky and drew it immediately. And I curved out. I had a good draw, but I am thoroughly behind.
I
can't imagine it not being correct that you start with Valiant Rescuer. Seems outrageous that that's not where you should begin. But what do I know? I'm just a Gruel guy. I just play things in Smash, you know?
Okay, I think that's what I want to do. Zenith Flare this thing. I gain 5. I go to 19.
Okay.
Play Plains, play Rescuer.
Okay.
Attack for 5.
Okay.
I go to 10, I go to 22.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Anyone's game. Anyone's game.
I've gone through 2 flares at this point, so...
Yeah. You're at 22 life points?
Is that a lot?
That's so many.
You start with 20, so I've only gained 2 life.
Oh, it's like, oh, should I attack with my 3/3 that you get to rebuy for free? Probably not. Here you go.
Well, let's do it this way. So we'll play a Draenith Stinger.
Okay.
I'll cycle this one,
Smart.
make a 1/1. You take 1, I gain 1.
Yep.
So you're at 9. I'm at 23.
23. Yep.
And then I will play this one from the graveyard with Lurrus.
Smart.
And then pass the turn.
Okay. Anyone's game. Yeah, you got it. There's nothing.
I've got another 1-mana cycler. I'm just going to finish you off with Stinger and like go wide.
Oh, yeah. And I can just basically never attack because you always have chump blocks.
Yeah.
Like, even me just attacking for 12 here, it's just like 12 is... I probably have to connect like 3 times without you doing anything to attack back, but I just... Yeah, I was beat down there.
You were actually just dead next turn.
You missed the last cycle draw there too, apparently.
Did I?
Oh, do you know how to play? Do you know cycling? You get to draw a card.
I'm so concerned with making sure I like get all the triggers. I've just been forgetting to draw cards, I guess.
We'll give you all a spoiler of Ross doesn't play as much standard as maybe your average person.
I've cycled a card before.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that is the first best of 1 going to cycling. So cycling's 1/1. Not bad.
Cycling is 1/1. You're now 0-1 with Gruel.
I'm 0-1 with Gruel.
Sort of a different way of playing. I felt like I was the control deck.
Yeah.
Zenith Flare just killing your creatures and going wide, and really the card advantage from Lurrus is key there.
Yeah.
Without Lurrus, I'm not able to play that game.
Yeah. And honestly, I played a more fair game, you know? So you're switching decks now.
I am switching decks. That's how this works.
Yeah. So I was playing more of a fair game without a companion, just trying to give you the beatdowns. And that Lurrus inevitability there was very much shining. You know, you had 2 extra creatures in play. You gained like 6 life from just attacking. So just the body was good.
Yep.
You know, if I did have Collision Colossus, you were very dead with the way you played it with Zenith Flare. But, you know, not bad.
Collision Colossus. I knew I remembered something.
But my deck just didn't do enough thing. I flooded a little bit too, but I had a good draw, so I can't really complain. I was cleaving you on turn 4, you know?
Curved out pretty well. 1 drop, 2 drop, 2 drop,
cleave. Yeah, and then I was out of gas, but, you know, still not bad. Yeah.
You had 2 creatures to follow that up. You had the Spellbreaker and the Ceratop.
Yeah. So it really wasn't terrible, but it just was an embarrassing game. You know, the huge Zenith Flares are just backbreaking.
Had I known I was going to rip the second Zenith Flare, I probably would have played it safe with the first one.
Yeah.
But I thought if I just kill the first one on my turn
and then I re-equip,
I'm under a lot more pressure that way.
Yeah. No, I think that was a good play. And who knows how many Collision Colossus people play. That card doesn't seem that great right now. I'm playing 2 because I think it's interesting, but...
I said it just kills Yorion. A lot of decks just have Yorion, so you're going to have a target for the Collision half.
Exactly.
Mostly you want a Colossus anyway.
Usually whenever they're casting Yorion, though, the Yorion body is the least of your worries, though, you know?
When you're an aggro deck...
That's true. I mean, that's why Yorion's so good, is because most of the time when I play Yorion, I'm gaining other things that I want, but also if Yorion's ever good, it's insane, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so what are you now? You are Jund. Okay, so no companions from either side.
Nope,
Yeah. And Jund Sacrifice has been notoriously pretty good up against Gruel, or up against just aggro in general. So Embercleave is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of removals. Early Priest, I think, is going to be pretty key.
Yeah, Priest will be really big. Because I don't have a ton of removal either. I have some Bone Crushers here and there. But hey, let's take a question from you, Rob, before we get this game going, though.
Yeah, the most burning question everyone has is, how do we determine who wins the marbles today?
Oh, well, I won round 1, so it's just best of 3. It's the same.
We're using those 3 groupings to sort of simulate matches. So Corey's up a match, essentially. I'm up a game in this match. We'll say.
So if I win the next 2 games with this deck, I would have locked up the marbles. But don't worry, we still got the most important thing on the line.
We're still at 4-0 for the person on the play, right? I think.
Are we?
Yeah, we've literally just altered. The person on the play has won every game.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, hey, that is going to be best of one. So, I mean, that is a lot of coin flipping.
That was definitely something I wanted to think about while we were playing these games. But so far it's held true. Person on the play is 4-0.
Fair enough.
Corey started on the play because I had the marbles, so that doesn't bode well for me.
Yeah, I am going to keep this. It's a little risky. If we get do we get our free mulligan?
Nope.
Oh, then I'm going to try it.
I'm going to keep this hand too. It's a little unfortunate I don't have a green mana for this goose, but the rest of the hand is good enough
Your go.
that I think I'm fine. I was ready to just rip the green source there and be like, now it's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
But instead, tap blood
You
grip.
usually do that, so. All right, that was the last thing we wanted to do. I got Robert coming in. I got 5 cards.
I have 7.
All right, I will be taking this. Oh! Take 2.
I'm at 18.
Here you go.
Swamp, Rixmati Reveler,
Okay.
and pitch this Gilded Goose,
Okay.
and pass the turn.
Okay, not a bad draw, actually quite a good draw here. We are going to stomp this, put this on an adventure,
Play it.
trigger that. Yeah, I wish. Put you to 16 and pass to you. Trying to get a little bit more advantage with this Robber. Kept a little bit of a land heavy hand, but with the hope that Robber refuels us a little bit.
Strider, get a goat.
Strider. Okay.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Now, I don't really want to attack Robber into Strider here. So I think this is just going to be a turn to just play a big creature. So I'll play a 4/4 and pass to you.
Okay, those are all good. I will claim the Gruel Spellbreaker.
Oh, God. Claim is so good against me.
I will claim the Robber of the Rich.
Oh, my God.
How many cards you got over there?
3.
So if I play this, I can potentially cast a Pelt Collector off the top. That does not seem worth the risk. So let's just play a Trail of Crumbs.
Okay.
Get a food.
Sure.
And attack you for 8. Or no, 9. 9.
Yeah, okay.
Bring you to 11.
Sure.
This does trigger. I have 2 cards.
Yep.
I just wanted to exile a card from your deck because it seemed fun.
Sure. All right. Good. I didn't want that land anyways.
We can move those over there now.
I'll take it.
Let's sack this to scry 1.
Okay.
And don't need another trail. And
God Claim is so good.
And we don't need another land, so I'll put that on the bottom as well.
Done.
Yep.
All right, that was messed up.
Looking for very specific cards at this point to sort of complete everything I've got going on.
I'm gonna attack.
Don't think there's any point in chumping the Gallia when I can chump something bigger. Though maybe you cleave me next turn. It's definitely still a consideration. Not, so I'm at 16 right now.
Yeah.
So I assume we're going to play the Giant, and then next turn, even if you have cleave on the Giant, this is only 12, so it's not going to be lethal. So I'll take 2, go to 14.
All right. Put a counter on this. Pass to you.
Okay, that will be similar amounts of damage, but that certainly is better since it blocks the Woe Strider.
All right. Well, we're feeling quite behind. That claim turn wrecked us. But we're clawing back a little bit.
Okay.
Man, Gruel does not feel good enough, basically.
So I've got a pretty clear Mayhem Devil Oven turn.
Okay.
And now...
It's pretty good.
Tramples, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm definitely scared of Ember Cleave.
Everyone's afraid of the cleave.
But not sure there's much I can do about that.
Yep. Let's hope so.
You're at 11 right now?
11, yep.
So I would There. 5. Yeah, I guess that's still fine. Yeah, just pass the turn.
Okay.
Don't think I want to trade Woe Strider for Spellbreaker when you have the Bone Crusher.
That makes sense to me. I am going to bring the pain. Okay.
Go to 10.
Second main. I'll play Bone Crusher Giant, Robber, and a Lamp. Here you go.
Okay, that's good to know. That you do not have the Embercleave just yet.
That I do not.
Okay, we drew a land, which is good. Because we have another Mayhem Devil.
Okay.
And now we have access to 4 damage just from sacking Brad Nelson and a food. Well, we won't be able to get the Trail of Crumbs off, but that's fine.
Yep, this is scary.
So, how do I want to do this? I think I still just pass.
Okay. Upkeep, anything?
No, you're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go with declare attacks.
Five, 10, 8, 12. So that would be fine. I just want to stop Corey from seeing a bunch of extra cards. So I think I want to kill the 2/2s. So I'm going to sacrifice a food for 3 life, trigger twice, deal 2 to the Gallia.
Okay.
Should have done this on my turn because you can draw collision clauses again.
Yeah.
But I didn't really think through my turn well enough. So I'll go to 13 that way.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sack to the Witches Oven because I want to keep food around for the trail.
Okay.
Rather than scrying and deal 2 there. These are also more permanents I can sacrifice.
Okay.
Okay.
I could have also attacked and got your Citadel. So good doing that before.
Oh, yeah.
That was going to be my plan, but it wouldn't have even been that great, to be honest. All right. I think we just have to get in there, bring the pain.
So I do have to block something to play around Embercleave, but I think I can reasonably just go like block here and offer the trade because I can just recast this with Escape next turn. So I'm just going to block like that.
Yeah, sure. Take 4.
So I go to 9.
Yep. Should have 9, and I just have a 3/3. Here you go. Yeah, I am getting beat down.
Okay. Escape Woe Strider, exiling 4. So that's going to enter with 2 counters, and I will get the goat back.
Uh-huh.
I will play this land tapped. Now, there might be, again, still just trying to play around Embercleave as best I can.
Mm-hmm.
And how do I do that is a good question.
Yeah, I think it's basically Embercleave or bust for me. And even Embercleave, I just don't think it's going to be good enough, so we're in a lot of trouble. That's the problem. We felt like we were just like 1 spell off from being really good enough. You know, maybe a companion would have helped, but, you do have a lot of deck restraints once you do the companion. Obosh would be the particular one, but...
I will just pass the turn.
Okay. Your go.
And with no Embercleave there, now it's
just
writing
over.
On the wall. Yeah. What I really need to find is a Cauldron Familiar. So let's start digging for one.
Makes sense.
I will sack this food for 3 life and then pay for the trail.
Okay.
Deal 2 to a Zerta Goblin.
Okay.
So I'm at 12.
Sure.
It's a little awkward. Guess I'll take another Mayhem Devil.
Yeah. God, there has to be a world where I'm just dead here.
And now I will sack this for a food, deal 1 to the other Zerta Goblin and 2 upstairs.
Okay.
Actually, why don't I deal 1 to the Zerta Goblin, 1 to you, 1 to Spellbreaker,
Okay.
and then just throw this away to deal with the Spellbreaker, because that's the only thing I'm scared of.
Okay.
So we'll throw this away to scry 1 then.
Yep.
So you take 1 total, so you're at 10.
Yep.
I'm still at 12. I scry 1. Land goes to the bottom.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Okay.
Now I can really start attacking.
I will play an Annex. Here you go.
It's a little awkward.
A little bit, but not
plan.
not great.
Jeez, all the Mayhem Devils.
Okay.
So Annex is also scary with
I have to be
call
dead.
it. So I'm going to just so what happens if I just attack with everything? You block these 2. They're both 3s, so this Mayhem Devil would be looking to die.
Now, just sack the food, deal 3 to this, attack with your team. I block something, then you kill me.
Yeah, you'd be at 4, and this is 6. Yeah.
Well,
that'll do it too.
Yeah, you just attack with this. I block 1 Mayhem Devil. You sack that. I take 3, take 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you sack another one. 9, 10,
it's very
11, 12. Yeah,
there's a million different ways to find lethal here.
Super dead. All right. Well, Gruel Aggro has not looked good. Not looked good so far.
Yeah, it is your O2 deck, I guess.
It's my O2 deck so far, but I got faith that I'll be able to take down the last match here.
That said, the Jun Food deck is 2-0. It looks good.
The Jun Food deck has looked great. I will totally say that the Jun Food deck has been ultra impressive. And honestly, just off stats from like standard challenges that I've seen, it's always like 7-0, and dominating these events. So honestly, I think that deck is just the real deal. And finally, we have something to stand in the face of Luca. So maybe standard isn't lost quite yet.
Okay. Well,
Feels good.
You got one more test for Gruel. See if you can beat the Temur Adventures.
I would think I can.
Yeah.
But so far, it hasn't been great.
Definitely another matchup where I'm definitely afraid of Embercleave.
Yeah.
But I guess I do have Petty Theft, so we're going to try to save Petty Theft for Embercleave turns.
Yeah, and I will say one thing that does not give this deck as much credit, or does not give it the ceiling that it really could deserve, is that hand smoothing algorithm on Arena. Getting to look at 2 hands essentially, pick the one that has the best land to spell ratio is going to be huge for this deck. I did keep a 5-lander one of the games, and mulligan the other time. Maybe that's something the hand smoothing algorithm would have stopped for both regards, you know? So I think that is something to keep in mind when you're thinking about this deck and thinking, oh, this looks bad, but there is going to be help in that actual tournament. So something to keep in mind. All right, Rob, you got a question for us while we get ready for this game?
So to you all, what are the biggest differences between preparing for a best of 1 meta and a best of 3?
Got to get good at flipping coins. Make sure you can go first. That's the main thing. You got to practice your coin flipping. Honestly, not a ton difference. Getting ready for best of 3, you have a lot more work to do by figuring out a good sideboard. So it just feels like an easier tournament to prep for, in my opinion. But you still got to think it out and think what's going to be different in best of 1 versus best of 3.
Yeah, and you're thinking less reactively and more proactively.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when you're playing best of 3, it's how can I cover my deck's weaknesses?
Yep.
What are the problems I'm having? In best of 1, it's how can I best accentuate my deck's strengths?
Yep.
So there's a little bit of a flip of a mindset in terms of how you tune the last few cards.
Mm-hmm.
You really just want to say, instead of, maybe I include another answer or another card that helps out in a bad matchup, you're instead saying, yeah, my Jund food deck could really use like one more sack outlet or like one more, maybe an active freezing, because I'm really liking those effects in this meta game. Something like that really goes with the core of your deck as opposed to something that might take away from it but cover your bases. So really have that proactive mindset. Like, I want to make my deck do its thing as well as I possibly can, and make sure that if I'm doing my thing, if you pick a deck in best of one, you're saying that if my deck does its thing, it's going to beat other decks. Even if I don't disrupt them that much, I'm just going to trump them. So you have to take that mindset from your deck choice into your deck tuning as well, and give yourself the best opportunity to do that.
Well said. Well said. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to be on the play this one, hopefully picking up my first win with Gruel, and I don't think it's with this opening hand.
That was the very first game that somebody on the draw won.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're now 1-4.
All right. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, that is going to be, unfortunately, a lot of it is, somebody who wins 7 die rolls out of their 9 is probably going to be favored compared to somebody who is 2-7 on their die rolls.
I was on an 11 lost die roll streak on Moto last week. Yeah.
Classic.
I literally
classic.
lost. I played
and you always recognize when you lose the die rolls a lot more than you're like on for die rolls,
I played a league and I lost all 5 die rolls. This was off stream. And then I streamed the challenge and I lost the first 5 die rolls of the challenge, and we did a draft between the rounds. I lost the first die roll in the draft.
Wow.
Just 11 in a row.
Impressive. Okay, I'm going to keep this one. It's a little better, but it's not great.
My hand is perfectly fine.
Okay. I'm going to put this on bottom and land go.
I will play a Temple of Mystery.
Okay.
Don't think we need another land. We needed a third. We just drew it, so I think we're fine.
Untap. Not a bad draw for us. Robber, let's take that top card. Pass to you. These just always stay exiled. I can never play them, so doesn't matter too much.
Good point. And let's play Clover.
Clover time.
Pass the turn.
All right. That was an excellent draw. We're going to take 2. Go to 18. You're at 18 as well. I'm going to play a Pelt Collector and then a Robber. And then double triggers. 1, 2, of course. Yep.
I'm at 14.
Here you go. Now, I'm really afraid of Stompy B.
Do not have that.
Hooray. Go, Gruel, go!
You have 3 in hand or 2?
2. These Robber the Riches I thought would be excellent being on the play. So far, they've just been brick sandwiches.
Well, definitely going to start with a Fertile Footsteps.
Okay.
That's step 1.
Okay.
And I think I'm just getting 2 forests and then playing 2 Heart's Desires, copying each one, and getting 4 Shaheens.
Wow.
A play set of Shaheens.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pass the turn.
Okay, we're in trouble.
I now have 3 cards in hand, so yeah, definitely want to play a land pre-combat.
Okay.
So you're at 16.
I will go to 16. Let's play a Goblin. I want to put a counter on it, so I can put a counter on this.
Yeah.
And yeah. Let's hopefully we get something off your Robbers. Give me some magical cards.
So you're 1 short of Ember Cleaving. That's nice.
Yep.
All
right, sweet.
You got some Bone Crushers in there.
That's true. That's true.
Let's put this over here. I am just going to make the obvious block. You might have Collision Colossus, but
just going to block like that.
Yep.
All right. I am going to stomp 1. Okay. I think it's more important to keep one of these alive rather than play Clover this turn.
I take 3, go to 11.
Yep. 3, you go to 11. One of these lives and pass to you. Hellbent over here, but we do have a Bone Crusher to help out a little bit.
Let's play some Lustruck Beasts.
Okay.
You can go.
Makes sense. It's going to be tough to get through. Ooh, that's a decent one. Okay. We'll play an Annex. Pump this. Can attack, so I'll pass to you. Annex is a 4/3 at the moment. Now we need Annex's best friend, Embercleave.
Okay, time to set up here. I'm gonna grant it twice.
Okay.
Not sure what I want.
Here's that sideboard coming into place.
Storm's Wrath seems okay.
Yeah. Nice red mana though, noob.
Well, I'm playing a red source this turn. I guess I don't have it for next turn.
Yeah,
I don't have double red. That's a problem. Shadow Spear is kind of neat. Great Henge is pretty cool.
Yeah. Great Henge is pretty good.
I like Ether Gust.
There's a certain card I'm hoping you don't have in there. What's your sideboard looking like?
I've got Negate and Disdainful Stroke.
Okay.
So I would take... I guess Negate would also stop Collision Colossus, but Disdainful Stroke would stop a 4-mana creature.
Do you have any mystical repeals?
I do have Mystic Repeals.
Okay.
I think I would rather have a Negate than a Mystic Repeal because it stops Embercleave and...
Sure.
And potentially Collision Colossus.
Yep.
I definitely think I want Great Henge.
Okay.
That just seems like a source of incredible amounts of recurring card advantage. And
yeah, you're pretty good chance your Lovestuck Beasts are going to live.
Yep. Maybe I want Scorching Dragonfire to help deal with this Annex. That also seems pretty cool.
Yeah. That's an option.
I think I would still just rather have a way to answer an Embercleave because that's what is really scary. So one of these counter spells makes sense. I get to hold it up here. Just not sure which one exactly I want. Negate stops Collision Colossus, but so does Ether Gust. So I think I just want the Gust.
Yeah, Gust hits everything.
Yeah, you're right. Gust just hits everything. So let's get Great Henge and Gust.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Well, Mystical Repeal is pretty good on Annex, but...
Yeah, so is Gust.
All right. Well... Normally, without that Gust, I'd be able to actually get in this turn, but Gust is a huge problem for me. So, I guess we just play Bone Crusher Giant.
That is fine.
Now, I could attack, but then if you Gust something else, then I basically lose everything. Attacking with everything doesn't seem great. Ugh. All right, your go.
Okay. On your end step, I will bounce Annex and Pelt Collector, I think. Collector is a 1-drop, but I'd only be bouncing a 2-drop alongside it, and getting the counters off of it seems great.
All right. I'm dead.
So,
all right, y'all, for best of one, don't play Gruel. I think we've officially established that. This deck feels bad, I must say. I thought it had some high hopes. I thought it really would be good. I think the aggro deck that I would rather play would be like Jeskai Winota. You know, I think that's the one deck that we kind of missed that I think is actually going to be a pretty sweet best of one deck.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a Fae of Wishes after this and just draw a card.
I think this costs 4, though, still.
Oh, it's greatest. It's not total.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a whole different ballgame. So let's... It's not going to change our play, but
yeah, it should still be fine.
We'll just cast it off of the Great Henge. So we have green floating.
Yep.
And I'll gain 2 life.
Yep. You go to 13.
And play our land.
How does it feel knowing that you'll never attack with your Lovestruck Beast?
I can draw another Lovestruck Beast because it's non-token, right? Yeah. So once I draw another Lovestruck Beast, I Heart's Desire.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
You can go.
What? I swear there was something that puts counters on it so you could never attack with Lovestruck with this interaction, but
it's one of the like anthem effects.
Yeah.
I think that the Domri in Pioneer.
Yeah. That's what it was. Okay.
We just get to hold up Gus this entire time, cast the Borrower at end step if Corey doesn't do anything we need to respond to.
Oh yeah, I forgot you still have Gus.
Start attacking in the air.
Gross.
We're
All
13.
Right. Pelt Collector. Annex. All right. Put a counter on this. Go.
End step, Brazen Borrower has a counter. I'll draw a card.
Yep. Gain 2. Or wait, no, that's just
when I tap it.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's fun over here. This is fun.
You're at 12?
Yep.
Or you're at 16, I mean. So this brings you to 12. This would bring you to 10. So 3, 6, 8. Yeah, attack for 6.
I'll block.
Oh, it's reach.
Get wrecked. Satyr.
Whatever.
14.
You're 14.
Taking my wins where I can.
3, 6, 8. I gain 2 life. I go to 15.
Okay.
Yeah, the secret reach on that card is super secret.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, what are they doing? He's an archer. How's he blocking flyers? I mean, throwing? I mean, just shooting a bow? Does that count as blocking?
X equals 6.
Okay.
So it enters with 7. I gain 3 and draw 3.
18. You play Crisis?
So yeah, so it enters with 7.
Okay.
So I'm at
18?
18.
Sure.
I mean, to be fair, Corey, in the art, the character is like swinging in through a.
Yeah, that's fair.
Through a window,
fair.
Play this land tapped.
Flavor fail.
And pass the turn.
All right. Anyone's game?
Yeah.
Anyone's game?
Oh, and I draw 1 off the Great Hedge.
Yeah, sure, why not? Sure, why not?
7-card hand. This deck is so much fun.
That deck it's always been very, very fun.
Just oodles of fun.
Just oodles. All right, we're going to play a goblin. Trigger this. Declare attackers. I'm still declaring attackers.
Thinking.
Well, I gotta try to do something to get your stuff out of your hand, but it's just not gonna work.
I mean,
what was the 2 cards? Great Henge and Gust. I just know about Gust, right?
You just know about Gust.
Ugh.
It's nice of you to try to get cards in my hand because I'm close to discarding the hand size.
All right, here go.
Still no reason to Gust anything. You're at 14. Attack for 7.
It's a 7/7, huh?
Yep.
Okay. All
You're
right.
at 7.
Down to 7.
I don't know what to do. I have too many awesome things.
Tough problem to have.
Yeah. Let's do it this way, I guess. I'll gain 2, play another Clover.
Okay.
So I'm at 20.
Sure.
I will grant it for 3 more cards.
Okay.
I will get Mystic Repeal. Oh, I can just get Fling.
Yeah.
Fling and negate.
Yeah, I'm dead. I actually, had something that could do something, but, Yeah, Fling plus negate. Ideal, or I take infinite damage. All right. Well, Gruel sucks, y'all. Gruel sucks. Do not play this for this tournament. Yeah, it just didn't feel good. Didn't feel good without a companion. Decks are just prepared for it, and we didn't even put it up against Luca, which I think Luca would actually smash this too, or at least would have a good chance. I mean, if you get that Embercleave draw, it's going to be fine. I had higher hopes for it, but yeah, it just did not feel good.
It just didn't seem like even when you curved out, it was just like, yeah, I got some 3/3s. Like, I can take a few hits, and then one game you Embercleave me, it still didn't matter.
Yeah.
I had and if they have an answer to the Embercleave, it's just a bunch of 2/2s and 3/3s.
Yeah.
You don't really interact well, and you're just not that powerful.
Interact at all. Yeah, it's just really not a powerful enough deck in Standard right now. Jund Sacrifice is doing something insane. Temur Adventures is doing something insane at some point. Mardu Knights I think is the best aggressive deck. This deck just isn't quite there.
Lower curve than that deck has the ability to go wide a lot more easily.
Yeah.
And then fight as one against sweepers and to make blocks bad, and then a little bit of removal. But better removal than this deck has. It just seems, the the only thing that this deck has going for it that Mardu Knights doesn't have is Embercleave.
Yeah.
And the rest of the deck is just not powerful enough to make it worth it.
Yeah, and Embercleave just isn't, it's just not what it was, to be honest, you know? I mean, Teferi still shuts it down. It just didn't seem great. Yeah, there's some QBs in there. We didn't draw those, but...
Yeah, you didn't draw any QBs.
Yeah.
Should be better at that.
I should be better at that. I did not draw very well.
One more shot at it, though.
Do I? That was the third deck.
Oh yeah, you're. I keep thinking that you're in my position where we're just playing the same decks over and over.
No. But I am. My next round, you are going to have to beat the boogeyman of the format, though. I'm going to be playing Jeskai Luka next. The list that I am just very realistically going to play for the best of one thing. You know, the deck's just too insane.
It's the deck everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
That's what we got coming up against my 3 on the docket. But we got a little bit of time. If you've got some questions, Rob, we can handle those and then get.
I have to get some in, unfortunately.
Okay,
chat.
All right.
We need some questions here.
It means you're next in queue, chat. You're next in queue. So while you guys get some questions in, we're just going to head to break. We're a little early, but we can maybe just run Jeskai Luka through a little bit more of a gauntlet. Maybe even slap it up against some of the decks that I was playing or something.
Yeah, and we'll see how these games go. You know, I think the Jeskai Luka deck will be a little bit faster games than Gruel, Aggro, and Mardu Knights. So hopefully we get some, or a little bit slower games.
A little bit slower games, exactly.
So we'll see how that goes. Right now we're 1-1 in matches.
1-1, playing for the marbles.
4-2. So if you go 2-1 here, it'll be 5-4 me in games, but somehow you win.
Exactly.
And I will demand a recount.
Exactly, but that won't happen. So when I do win, no complaining about it. Okay.
There will be complaining.
I'll just 3-0 you, and we'll make it. We'll make it easy for the stats. Okay. All right. So don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short 5-minute break, and we'll be right back with our final best of one here on Versus Live.